What's going on, you guys? Frost here, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'll be trying something a little bit different when it comes to the Unranked Challenger series. Basically, I will be discussing multiple games in a shorter period of time, by only taking the core elements of the game. Please do let me know what you think of this style of video by hitting that like button and or leaving a comment. If this is something you guys like, I will do more of these. Also, if you like this format, please let me know if you want this to replace the old style of videos, or if you would like me to do both. All this aside, let's get right into the first game for today. In the first game of this video, I was playing Kindred against an Evelyn. The early game was pretty much a stomp for the enemy team since all of my lanes lost and I just had to farm as much as I could. Until eventually this fight happened. The enemy team got a little bit greedy by trying to push for our inhibitor whilst they were all quite low on health. So together with Leona I got a quadra kill on them and we followed that up with a Baron. Now, the Evelyn kept trying the backdoor for the inhibitor. She eventually gets it, but she dies for it in the process. We pick up the dragon and our team is pushing top lane. But then the enemy teleports onto the top lane turret and the fight is looking pretty bad. I started running towards the fight to try and save Jhin with my ultimate and I ended up getting a double kill on 2 of their carries. After this, we regroup and the enemy starts pushing our mid lane. They pick off our AD carry, but we managed to kill all of them in return, leading into us getting their inhibitor. Now in this situation, we should have backed off, but there was a call made for the Nexus turret. We all ended up following this bad call. We do get the Nexus turret, but we die for it in return. It didn't end up being that bad because the death timers weren't long enough for it to matter. A little later on, after we respawn, we see the enemy Illaoi pushing top lane on her own, so we collapse on her and she dies without any problems. Because this Illaoi got caught, we were easily able to rush down the Baron. After we clear the Baron, we notice that the Elder Dragon is spawning, so we run down towards that and pick it up. The enemy Annie tries a little too hard to get that dragon, and in the process, she gets caught and dies whilst taking me with her. But at that point, my team kills the rest of the enemy team and we win the game. This game gives us 30 extra LP and puts us at 60 LP in Plat 5. In the next game, I was playing Diana against an Evelyn. I started this game off by cheesing the Evelyn and taking her entire topside jungle. Whilst I was clearing, I noticed that our top laner is losing a fight against Annie, and she is baiting her towards me. I pick up the kill on Annie, but sadly our Nami dies for it in the process. After this, I simply keep on clearing my jungle camps. I hit level 6 at around the 6-minute mark, whilst also being up 20 jungle farm over Evelyn. With this early level 6, I sneak into the top lane and pretty much one-shot the Annie to give my top laner a chance again. After I kill Annie, I notice that the enemy red buff is spawning again, so I pick it up for the second time. After I backed, I'm looking to gank bot lane. They have no vision, but as soon as we start the fight, the enemy uses a double teleport and suddenly we're trying to back off ASAP. After this, the enemy tries to go for the dragon. They do get it, but with some good T-play, we manage to pick up some kills for it in return. Then a while later, after clearing my blue buff, I was looking to get a gank in the mid lane. I notice a random Evelyn and kill her in about a second. After that, I see a chance to get the Rift Herald, so we pick it up. A little while later, my top laner asks me for some help. I sneak in the top lane and simply one-shot the Annie. After a while, we group in the mid lane, win a fight and pick up a turret. Then at this point, I simply started to just split push top for the rest of the game because as Diana you push turrets insanely fast and nobody could deal with me, resulting in another win. Giving us 34 LP and putting us at 94 LP in Plat 5. Then, for a final game, I was playing kha'zix against Lee Sin. In this game, I used the same early game strat as in the last one. I simply started in the enemy's topside jungle with a little bit of help from Yorick. After I backed, I was looking to get a gank off on bot lane. I didn't get any kills, but I did get all of their summoners. Now, after hanging around in bot lane for a bit to help push out the wave, I noticed that Ziggs is roaming down from mid lane. He snipes Leona with his ultimate and I kill Misfortune whilst I'm tanking the turret. Ziggs finishes off Lee Sin for a solid cleanup and a very good roam from Ziggs. At this point, we pick up the first turret of the game. We were thinking of doing Dragon, but we see a much better target in the mid lane. After killing Syndra, Lee Sin shows up. He kills our Kog'Maw, but he dies for it in the process. Right after that, Jax and Leona roam into the mid lane, but they die as well from some solid team play. After all this, the enemy blue buff has respawned from when I cleared it when I started, so I pick it up for the second time. After backing, I pick up a lot of damage and see a fight breaking out in the top lane. I get there as fast as I can and manage to pick up the double kill. After recalling, I run to the bot lane because I see that they need my help. The AD carry dies, but due to a very good bait from Lulu, I'm able to pick up another 2 kills. A little while later, I see that the dragon is up, I start clearing it, Lee Sin tries to steal it, but fails and dies, giving me a reset and allowing me to kill Leona as well. Then, after a long time of split pushing and fucking around, we group up once again to end the game. In this fight, I was making sure to position myself correctly to get the maximum damage off. I ended up picking up the unofficial pentakill and we ended the game off of that. This game gave us the last amount of LP we needed to get into our series to what probably will be Plat 3. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button below. Also, if you have some pointers for me to make this better, I would be very happy to hear those in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!